Welcome back to the dojo, y'all. I'm glad you can make it. Thanks for tuning in. Since you made it, do me a favor. Leave us a like, because I know you're going to like it. Share the video, because why not? Don't be stingy, don't be selfish. Other people need to see this. And last but not least, subscribe, because you came back too many times. Now to push that button. Now let's get into it, right? Topic of discussion. Why would anybody sell their soul? Why would anybody sell their soul? First thing is, they probably don't believe they have a soul, or a soul is actually worth anything. Can you believe that? Yes. Yes. That could be a reason why somebody would take it that far. Another reason why I think somebody might do it is because they're upset with the Most High. When things don't go your way, when you prayed for this and prayed and asked, and you know what I mean, put your faith into it, and you don't get the answer you were looking for, you might go the other way. You know, like when you were a kid, you ask your mom something and she say no, so you ask your dad and see if he say yes. And whoever say yes, you just default to that answer. The no don't cancel out the yes, and the yes don't cancel out the no. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like that. All right, since they won't give it to me, I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna go over to somebody who will. Right? And that might just be in concept. You know what I mean? Wishful thinking. It may not even be a guarantee. It's just something somebody's hoping for. Now, what's another reason somebody might, quote unquote, sell their soul? Pure desperation. Desperate people do desperate things. You know what I mean? If you on your last leg, you on the end of your rope, you feel like, you know what I mean, you don't really got too much to live for. You know what I mean? You ain't got nothing else to lose. You like, well, shoot, I might as well, right? I ain't got nothing to lose. Shoot, let's sign that contract. You know what I mean? And some people might believe selling your soul may be just signing your name in blood, or drawing a sigil or a circle or a Ouija board or something on the ground and trying to summon demons and stuff like that. I don't think that's really what it is. Selling your soul is more or less giving your being to something. Giving the majority of your time, your energy, to something that may not even be directly what you wanted. You know what I mean? If you look at all the people who, quote unquote, sold their soul, they may not have, quote unquote, sold it to the devil. They may have sold it to the public, or sold it to the media, or sold it to whatever they give all their time, energy, and attention to. Something similar would be the contract you sign when you go to work. I don't hear nobody saying nothing. But, you know, that contract is at will and can be terminated anytime. Right? But it's the same type of deal. An athlete, right? An athlete that so desperately wants to be in the NFL or the NBA or the MLB or the NHL, whatever it is, they will practically give their life for that dream. That's why they spend so much time honing their abilities, practicing, mastering their craft. That's kind of like, you know what I mean, selling your soul. Giving your all to it. Now, if you're of the philosophy of sitting in a dark room, lighting candles, and popping out the Ouija board, and making sigils and stuff like that, I can't really discuss that here because I don't really know nothing about it. I'm not interested in that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? And also, I think your mind has to be in a very open place. Your mind has to be completely open. Like there's no barrier, no filter. You know what I mean? Anything is believable, anything is possible. That's a strange place to be, and I don't recommend going there. But all in all, we can see that there's multiple reasons why somebody may want to forsake their soul for worldly riches and worldly gain and worldly pleasures. Right? I can understand it. Especially when, for the majority of your life, you haven't had anything. You come from nothing. You know what I mean? That's why most of the rappers that we see, you can tell that they sold their soul. A lot of them started in the church, or a lot of them were somewhat intellectual, and they forsake that side of themselves in order to get an advance on their deal, you know, on 360 deals. And in those contractual agreement, they have to do something that may go against their morals or values. They have to influence people that look like them down a path of destruction. That in and of itself can haunt you. If you can look at yourself and say, man, I'm to blame for all of this chaos, all of this desperation, all of this debauchery. When you look back over the years and you look at the music that we've been listening to, you can't say that it's had an impact or an influence on some of the things that you did, some of the ways that you dressed, some of the thoughts that you had, some of the places that you went to hang out, some of the people that you hung out with. It's all akin and attributed to the things that we indulge in, the TV shows that we watch, the movies, the books, the blogs, the videos, all these different things that TV shows, Netflix specials, all of these different things that we indulge in, they become a part of our soul. And before long, we may have sold ourselves short when we actually look in the mirror and we no longer see the soul that once was. Because we've been putting on this and putting on that and giving away this and forsaking that. Selling your soul is more than just making a Faustin bargain or agreeing to, you know what I mean, forsake yourself for riches. It goes deeper than that. Sometimes it's just giving up who you once were before in order to get what you think is the better version of yourself. Right? You think that money would make you the best version of yourself. Money can give off the illusion. Money can make it look like you're the best version of yourself. But only the natural way is the best way. You could get a BBL, but nothing's going to beat the natural way. You can get a bust augmentation, but nothing's going to beat the natural build, right? All too often, people nowadays are forsaking themselves and forsaking their souls for vanity, for worldly riches, for personal gain. And I really want to know, what's it all for? Why does anybody want these things? Why does anybody want to be a celebrity? Why does anybody want to be rich? Why does anybody want to sell their soul? To have what they were told that they can't. To be someone they were told that they cannot. To influence countless people. To have power. But what is that really? I'll tell you what it is. It's insecurity. When you want to be acknowledged by everyone. Oh, I'll show them. That's insecurity. Whoever you are, you don't have to try to be you. You don't have to pretend to be something you're not. You don't have to do what everybody else does. You don't have to forsake yourself to be accepted. Especially nowadays when there's so many different type of communities out there. You don't need a record label. You don't. You can promote your music right there on YouTube and on social media. Independence is the way nowadays. There's no longer a need to sell your soul. There used to be that you had to make a contractual agreement with the record label to have your music promoted and stuff. Nowadays, you can promote your stuff yourself. You know how to market it. Get a lot of people listening to it. You can make it yourself. So many people have made it on TikTok. I mean, they fame the last, but still, they made it. You don't have to sell your soul. Why would anybody want to? Because they probably think it's the only way. And I'm going to leave you with that. But before I go, I hope that you're waking up every day with a plan and a purpose. Waking up with a smile. And if you're not waking up with a smile, a plan, or a purpose, hey, at least you're waking up. Till next time, guys. Class is dismissed. Professor Hawk signing out. Hawk Sensei. Bid you adieu.